except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And who is the man of sin? The nation of Edom. Esau, man. Okay? They're being revealed right now. Through what? Through the words of this book, the Holy Scripture. That now they know that they're the nation of Edom. Okay? Alright? And all of his wicked ass shit that he's done is coming out on the internet. And his own people are telling on him. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's what Esau does, man. He's trying to set himself up to be a god on this earth by digitally implanting something, putting something in digital inside of your body so you can buy and sell. Okay? And he'll have total control over you, man.
I just seen Salah.
Go ahead, brother.
I just seen Dabu put up something. I want to say, yeah, right. And I guess it was like they're making babies being born from I guess it's like an incubator.
An incubator,
right,
robot,
right.
AI, it's fucking
right. It's basically a computer, you know, birthing these babies. They're showing you he wants to be God.
Yep.
You know.
Damn.
That shit's crazy, man.
Yeah, I seen that, man. The artificial intelligence raising babies in a incubator. Yep, I seen that. Madness, man.
Thinking he's God, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
And he is being revealed. And this is the time that he should have been revealed, man. Okay? Go ahead.
For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now letteth will let.
And that's what's happening right now. Yeah. The Most High is letting this man do his last little bit of dirt. Okay? Go ahead.
Until he be taken out of the way.
And I was getting ready to say that. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of the mouth.
And that's what he's doing right now with us being out here, reading and bringing these scriptures out. This is the spirit of the Most High. And we are his mouthpiece. You know? Because we said it before, if the Most High came down here and spake, man, we'd all be dead. All right? Because he ain't coming back here to play no games, but he has to show mercy by sending the prophets out on the street to do this, okay, before he brings his judgment.
Yep.
Okay? So the spirit of the Most High had to be put on men to bring these scriptures out with the full understanding, okay? And what it did was it revealed the nation of Edom, that's the wicked, and it's giving the 2/3, it's giving all of Israel an opportunity to come back to this word.
Grace.
That's the grace period, exactly. Okay? So if you don't take heed during this grace period, what happens when you don't pay your light bill? Your motherfucking lights is going to get put out.
Being that you're getting that warning, the judgment is going to be justified.
Exactly.
You know?
The Most High is going to be justified in putting your ass to death, man. You know? Yeah. Go ahead,
And this, with the spirit of his mouth, it shall destroy. Let me read that over. Yep. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And the brightness of his coming are those chariots. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
That's what's happening. That's what's going to happen to a lot of the children of Israel. Okay? They're going to perish, man, because they didn't come to this truth. Go ahead.
That they might be saved.
that it?
That was 10.
Yeah, stop there. Hebrews 12 and 16.
Whew. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessings.
And this is what Esau did. He sold his birthright for a morsel of meat. Okay, go ahead.
He was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burned with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest.
Yeah, that was the point. But Esau, for one morsel of red, uncooked meat, okay, the man was faint. See, this is why we're supposed to fast, too. Okay? This is exactly why you should fast every once in a blue moon, if not once a week. Because Esau was out in the field, and when he came back in, he was tired. He couldn't find any food out there, so he ran into his brother Jacob and said, "Hey, bro, listen, I'm tired, I'm faint, hey, man, I'm weak. I'm at the point of damn death down there. Can you please give me some of that that meat you got in that pot?" And his brother said, "Yo, that shit ain't done yet, man." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, that ain't done, bro. Let that go ahead and finish cooking. He was like, "Nah, man, I want some of that shit right now. Give it to me now." Okay? And Jacob, or Yahweh, which means supplanter, said to Esau, "Well, listen, give me your birthright, and I'll give you this meat." Esau was like, "All right, fuck it. I'm gonna eat this red meat, uncooked, knowing that shit is not lawful." Okay? Anyway, he gave it to him. And what happened? After Esau found out, that he gave up his birthright, he was stripped out of his birthright, which was set up by the Most High. You can read about that in Romans 9, where it talks about the Most High chose before the children were born, man. Okay? But Esau gave up his birthright, and then he tried to cry to his dad and shit, man. So what did he get? He got the sword as a blessing.
That's right.
So that's what he's been using on the people, man. Okay? His sword and his wine, his philosophies. Okay? That's what he did. So now what's getting ready to happen is the nation of Edom is getting ready to be destroyed, man. Okay? And the birthright is going to be given to, the birthright is going to be fulfilled, man. That blessing is going to be fulfilled, man, in the children of Israel. Okay? Which is going to be the kingdom of heaven. You got any more on that? That's it. Go ahead and grab Revelation 13 and 10 and read the 17.
Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Jump back down to 9, I believe. It's a lot. We start at 9.
Revelations 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man have an ear, and we ain't talking about the 2 ears on the side of your fucking head, okay? Because everybody got those. You got to get the understanding. And that understanding has to be given through the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakar. Go ahead,
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity, the nation of Edom has led the children of Israel into captivity. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And Esau's blessing was the sword. Okay? He's that rider on the red horse. That horse represents power. Was given a great sword to take peace from the earth. Okay? And he has killed a lot of people with the sword, so he must be killed with the sword. Go ahead, Art.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And this is the patience and the faith of the elect of the children of Israel, which are going to be called saints. Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns, like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
The Roman Empire, Rome, go ahead.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
And that's the newly revised Roman Empire, which is America, NATO, okay, the EU. This is the beast whose wound was healed, man.
Right.
Okay.
Because them 2 horns that spake like a lamb is basically your Democrats and your Republicans. And like the brother said, you know, back in Roman, it was they had the same thing, it was called the petitions or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know what Salakia, y'all for that.
Yep. But they had the same thing. They had Republicans and the Democrats. Whatever it was called. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But
I can't remember the word.
But that's them. That's them draconian measures.
That's all it is. Yep.
Them
the
2
same
horns.
thing, man.
Yep. Reading on.
Yep.
Verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he does great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
And what fire was that now? We're talking about when World War II was going on. Then they dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and other cities over there in Japan. They caused fire to come down from the heavens, man. Okay? That's like that shit right there, you know, at the time was like, that was amazing to people, man. That was amazing to the other nations. That's why they were horrified, man. That's why a lot of nations came to America, you know, for the wants and needs and shit, man, of this place. You know, they followed they got into their wine. They started drinking their wine, man, their philosophies, because they saw them do this, man. Go ahead, Al.
Revelations 13:13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live. Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That's the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
That's what's taking place right now, actually.
Oh.
Okay. you gonna look something up?
I'm looking for Isaiah 10 real quick.
Go ahead.
Because, just real quick.
You see, that system, when it talks about causes, when you go into the word causes, you have to, that's setting something up, setting the stage, basically. Okay? So when you causes, both small and rich, free and poor, rich and poor, free and bond, you know, you have to put certain things in place to make sure that all those people don't have a fucking choice but to do what you tell them to do in order to continue living. Okay?
Just real quick, touching on them 2 lambs, and the Republican and the Democrats,
right.
You know, Isaiah 10:1, because and it's coming into that beast, that system.
That's right.
You know? And I'm going to read from Isaiah 10:1-3. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Take away the right. Go ahead.
that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Mm-hmm. Verse 3, and what will ye do in the day of visitation, and the desolation which shall come from afar? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? Mm-hmm. So basically, that's that beast, that's that system. They're using unrighteous decrees to bring in their, their basically their measures.
And who is that going to affect? The poor and the needy, for the most part. Yeah. Okay? But then it also, when I just got done saying, he shall cause all, both small and rich and poor, free and bond. Okay? You see? So he's not really just focusing on the poor and the needy. He's focusing on the whole fucking world because he wants to be like God. You see? This is what we're dealing with, people. Y'all better wake up, man. Go ahead.
Revelations 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Man. And he had power to give life. Wow. That was a tool right there, boy.
Fire.
Yeah, it is.
Fire was coming out of fucking Satan. Just had to jump in there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give light unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
You see? Yo, man, listen, man, Esau is a beast, man. Y'all, he's setting this thing up beautifully, but like we continue to say that the Most High is trying to show you mercy, and if you have an ear to hear this, you know what I mean? And if you don't, if you really don't understand it, then you better pray sincerely to the Most High, Yahweh. You better pray in them names, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and ask for understanding, because he's getting ready to kill a lot of fucking people. Go ahead.
Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
And there goes that word causes, just like I said. When you get into the word causes, that means you have to set something up in order for other things to take place. You see? Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666.
That's the 2/3, man, that are going to deal with this thing, that are going to get put to death after that. Okay, because 2/3 of the children of Israel are going to follow. They're going to fall into that when that causes it starts taking place, which it is right now. A lot of our people are starting to do what they have to do to continue to live, man. And the scriptures are clear. If you try to save your life, man, you're going to lose it. Okay? And that's what's taking place. A lot of our people are trying to save their life. And we're talking about their substance. Okay? If you lose your job because they want to mandate something there, then just lose your fucking job, man. Yeah. You know? The Most High is going to provide for you. I mean, the birds and the fucking squirrels, they eat every fucking day. That's right. You know what I mean? You got any more out?
That was it.
Revelation 20, 3 and 4. We got a couple left after that. Toes starting to throw low.
Yeah, mine's too, man.
Yeah.
Revelations 20.
Get her done.
That's right. That's right. Revelations 20 and 3. And it reads, Revelations 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that the old serpent, which is the devil.
And that's that Roman Empire that we were just talking about, okay? The deadly wound, go ahead.
And Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up.
That's when the nation of Edom went into their, up into the Caucasus Mountains. Go ahead.
And set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
And the Roman Empire went into what? The Rome fell in the 4th century, about 450. Okay? And when you talk about the Renaissance, that happened around the 1400s. That's 1,000 years, man. That's 1,000 years that they were bound, okay? And that chain, that's basically, they lost the ability to think. That's when they were in the Caucasus Mountains. All right? Eating, laying on top of each other for warmth. All right? Eating juniper roots. Okay? Go ahead,
Verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
And we talk about the people that aren't going to take these, deal with these mandates. Okay? Basically, the elect. All right? Yeah, 2nd Ezra 69.
2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Esau is the end of the world, the end of this age. Okay? That word world there. You know? You got to understand that there's 3 different ways that they bring that out when you read it in the Greek, the Hebrew, okay, the Latin. The word world is used in different contexts. And in that context right there, that context, and the context that it's used is eon, which is age. Right? Was that just 6 and 9? Go ahead to Nahum 1, 3, 6, and 7. Well, a lot of these people don't understand, man. You just can't read the Bible and think that the words that are in there are the ones that are being used in the context that they're used in. You got to get the full understanding, man. And I was just watching the Apostles right before I came out, and they were talking about you have to trim your lamp. And in order to trim your lamp, you have to understand some of the words. And through understanding those words, you have to go back into the Greek, the Hebrew, and you definitely have to go into the Latin and other things, because otherwise you're not going to be able to trim your lamp. And that's what they said that a lot of these other groups aren't doing. They're not going into the true understanding through the words, man. You got to look some of those words up if you don't got an understanding of what's being said. Or you're not going to be trimming your lamps. And that's why they're the foolish virgins, man. Go ahead, beautiful.
Nahum 1 and 6. Who can stand before his indignation? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Verse 7.
Yeah.
The Lord is good, A stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him.
And he knows them that trust in him. Okay? And during the day of trouble, what does he say? His name is like a strong tower, man. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it. And go ahead,
Verse 8, but with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof. And darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do you imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not arise up the second time.
Affliction shall not arise up the second time. We're going to stop right there. Go to Mark 13 and 26.
Mark 13 and 26. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angels and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of the heaven.
So what's taking place right now where Russia is getting ready to invade the Ukraine, a big ass war is going to take place. Okay? And eventually, how you doing, sis? Eventually, this is going to be a conventional war to begin. Okay? But it's going to get to the point where they're going to start using tactical nuclear weapons. We're going to use full out and all out nuclear attack. Where it says that Yahweh Shai is going to be coming in clouds with his chariots. That's the only way that the elect are going to make it out of this place.
Woo!
Okay?
That's right.
And I always say that the only way out of here when that takes place is going to be up. Okay? And this thing it's going to happen. There ain't no getting around it. You know? Okay, Ezekiel 33, you want to follow? So from conventional warfare to all-out nuclear war is getting ready to take place, man. So whether people want to believe it or not, you know, I'm hoping that I'm not left here in America when this shit starts, man. Woo! You know? Go ahead,
Ezekiel 30. Was it Ezekiel 30?
Yeah. Yep.
Ezekiel 30 and 3. Start at the top.
Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 30 and 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus says Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, how ye, woe worth the day. For the day near, even the day of the Lord is near, a cloudy day. It shall be time of the heathen.
The time of the heathen. Go ahead.
And the sword shall come upon Egypt. Great pain shall be in Ethiopia, and I think that was it. When the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundation shall be broken down.
That's talking about America, spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
Yep.
Okay? The sword is coming upon this place, man. Alright? Sooner or later, that conventional war is going to have Russian troops in different parts of America, Chinese, okay? You're going to be talking about, it kind of kills me how they have, what is it, the United Nations, and they're getting ready to go to war with Russia, but when they start talking about martial law, they're going to have Russian troops in America.
Yeah.
In the streets.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these people are being played, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? They're setting you up for the okie doke. You know, all that bullshit over there in the Ukraine, that's all to set up this New World Order, man. Okay? Because Russia, the Vladimir Putin already said that there won't be peace with America until the New World Order is set up.
Woo!
He made that statement. So what does that fucking mean? That they're going to cause you people to start acting the fuck out so they can implement martial law and bring foreign troops into America that are going to be willing to shoot you people down in the street.
Right, because if it's our troops, well, not our troops, but if it's America's troops in their own land, they're not going to want to shoot their own people. Which is why they want to bring in foreign troops.
That's right.
You know?
So that's the setup, man.
Yep.
So that's the sword coming to this place, man. All right? And all the heathens are going to get the sword, man. Because they're going to do it in their own lands, too. They're going to declare martial law in every country. Okay? That's what's getting ready to take place. All hell is getting ready to break loose in America. You got anything else, Al? All right, well, with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to the Ak, the Aqua, and that speckled bird that is listening and learning. Shalom.
Shalom.